Okay. That's that's good. All right, that's good. What there is, I don't want to. This is the rip for this, right?
Yeah.
You know, so there's a little utility. I'm reluctant to install anything new on this.
No, I asked them. They told me no problem.
It is? Okay. I'm gonna see.
But if I need any reference, I will give it to you.
No, I don't do anything.
Bear.
Only for my own stuff. You can do it in Marshall. You
All right.
do a lot of lamination yourself.
Let's just see if it's here.
Business cards.
There's a little utility. This is very helpful. There it is. Okay.
And I left an edge with the customer.
I just don't want to.
This is all photocopy. All that stuff.
Okay. Just gonna
So we have file
do
binder.
this.
I have a punch. Yeah, I have a coil.
That's it.
No,
The punch was
File
quite
punch?
next time, don't buy one yet. You know, I mainly sell it to you. I got that brand new punch, which coils. You know, so I don't know yet if I still need some, but.
If you need, then you can use from here.
Oh, I did the
And
installation.
then I need to pay more. I can give you.
Right now, the one what I'm doing
Okay,
right now,
okay,
buying
okay.
is this one. I'm buying them.
See, oh, maybe it doesn't,
So show us, you can work from
doesn't
here.
allow us
You
to
can learn from
install.
Yeah, when I like it comes on, I let you know.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you can bring all the things here and then do here. Then we can learn from you.
Okay.
Nobody can run from me.
No, I want to.
It's too old.
No, not. I want to learn how to bind it.
By hand?
By hand, yeah. I need to learn that.
Okay.
I show you.
Okay,
If
where is
you
it?
have 2 or 3 books to do, let me know and I show you.
Okay, so I have 25 books, that is small book, 5 inches by 8 inches.
If you want to use them, you can.
Launch.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you send them to the man,
So I don't want to pay money because the copy is only 50 rupees. So he is not paying that. One guy, he wrote 120 pages book.
Yeah,
So
no,
he
that's
needs
fine.
25 books only.
Let's see our media librarian, it's not launching.
It's installed, right?
Yeah, it did. Initially it said.
It's I think it's in the C drive. You can go to the C
all right,
drive.
let's see.
And printing now, then you know how you will.
Yes. Here this Canon.
Yeah. So,
See.
Yeah.
Okay, let's, yeah, here is the application, let's see.
For the file machine, you can give
Ah,
to me.
okay, let's put in the IP.
yeah, I want to know coil.
Then you can use here as free. You don't need to pay anything. But I will pay for the machine.
If I print something, I let you know.
Of course.
You know.
No, we don't,
That's
okay.
right now.
So this little utility here, it's,
Same to same, yeah.
yeah, at least it's easy, especially if you quickly want to do something. That's kind of small. The gentleman was saying, he was asking why it was so small, because everybody is, yeah. So this is kind of handy. So with this, that catalog that we were fiddling around with, here's where we can manage it remotely. So if it's just easier to manage. You can do the very same thing there, but it's easier, especially when you're doing a lot of things. So we can go into paperless, and here it shows the custom medias we created,
Yeah.
right? So it's a little bit easier, right? So
So now you are going to put another one custom.
yes, we're going to do that. So let's say I can go in and just
Raise
create a
a new
new.
paper. Mhm.
So it's looking for 7654321.
Come for the writing.
It should be 1237. Okay.
So this is your login ID, right?
No, this is the login for the application to the machine. I'm just gonna. It should be.
So this manager is from that machine, yeah?
Yes, this utility is standalone, but it's connecting to the printer, so that we can easily. Great.
So every time do you need to put that password and user ID?
Yeah, but you know what? We're only coming in here to set it up, to get it created. So this allows you to easily go in and you can see all your custom medias, rename them quickly instead of being right there. You can, it's the same thing, right? Like here, let's say you have two synthetics, one at 350, one at 300, right? We can go in, you know, you can edit, you can make changes, but even the adjust, these are all those settings that I was showing you in the screen. We can at least see them here, right? So it allows you the option. So let's say, for example, right now, we want to create that 16 point. I'm not sure, what do you want to call it? That stock, that 12 by 18.
12, 18, yeah.
12 by 18, 350 GSM. You can write that.
12 by 18?
18, 350 GSM. Yeah.
Maybe coded two-sided.
Coded, yeah. Yeah.
Two-sided, right? Okay. Here, wait, we're gonna put in 350. Finish, we're
Yeah.
gonna tell it it's coded two-sided.
Yeah.
Size, we're gonna put in it's 12 by 18. There it is.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Perfect. Right? So now we've got our. Let's just see something. So here we go. So now if you quickly want to assign it, I can go right here and I can go right in and hit OK. So now we've assigned that stock, right? What I want to see though, it's warning me of an error, that yellow.
Yeah.
Let's just see why it's. I hear it start, the air is starting. So this is air assist, so it's blowing. Let me just check and make sure. Let's put this in. You see why? Okay. There we
Yeah.
go.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, could be. Let's see.
Should be gone right now.
Yeah, let's see. Let's
Yeah,
give
it's
it-
gone.
Yeah. Okay, great. There we go. Good. All right. So now, you ever want to open it?
Yeah.
That's it. Right? You just press that and it opened it. Right?
Push it.
So we do that. So what I like to do is I like to come to the media librarian, create all my stocks,
Yeah.
get them ready,
Yeah.
name them, and then you can go in and filter, assign them, then it is. Now, what we want to do is we want to go in and we want to make an adjustment. So the most important, when we're actually going in, you can see all of these settings, adjust, lead edge, trail edge, all of these settings are settings where we can go in and we can make an adjustment.
Is that necessary to do this
No,
adjustment?
the most important thing for you is this, of us.
Lead and tail end margin.
Yeah, adjust image position.
Okay.
This is absolutely the most important thing.
Okay.
So once you've created, got it all created, what we really want to do now is perform the alignment. The reason why it's so important, and this is why I want to emphasize, so we want to make sure that, let's just go in here, log in, 6, 7. Right. Let's just go in here to our paper type management. So, come on. So this setting right here, the reason why we have to do the registration, why this is very important, is because if we were to take this right now, adjust image position, and we were to print this out, by default, we would see that it's not going to be aligned. So when you use just that generic setting, two-sided coded, it's not aligned. So you have to, before you do anything else, any new media, you must create a custom media and perform the alignment that we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna see this form that's gonna come off like this. So this allows us to do that back-to-back alignment to make a correction, right? Because by default, you can see here, if you see right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's not aligned.
Like the
See right here?
Yeah, it's not.
So
Yeah.
anything that you're printing, this was printed when the custom media was set up to show what the default positioning back to back. So if you were to just create any media and just start printing, it's gonna be off.
Off.
And you don't wanna waste your media
Right.
and waste the job. So before you start anything,
we need to
what
do
we're
this.
gonna do is make sure that you create. What you also need though is, so you see right now, whatever, we can see that it's off. It's
Yeah.
not too much, but it's enough to be a problem.
Yeah.
What I wanted to find out if you guys have, and I'm looking to see if it's here, is there's a guide sheet. There's a guide sheet. So what we're gonna do is we're going to use this to actually perform the alignment. But there should be, have you seen it? A black guide sheet. Have you seen anything like that?
Ashe, কোথায়?
That maybe, could, if it was thrown out, we'll have to make a new one.
কোথায়
না,
এটা?
কোথায়?
Okay, you know what? We're gonna make a new one. I'm gonna say use
না, না,
scanner.
paper আসছে বলে।
You see this? Do we have any 11 by 17
কই?
1170 একটা কাগজ দেন
of the uncoded cover?
আনকোডেড 1170 একটা কাগজ দেন
Yeah, uncoded. We're gonna make a new one and we're gonna put it up. We're gonna make a new one. Because, so what I'm gonna do is there's a black guide sheet that we're gonna put here, and we're gonna use this to actually perform the alignment. And then what it's gonna do is save that correction. Because you see, on the printer back in the old days, if we had to correct alignment, we would have to go into this chart, go into this menu, and we have a lot of control to fix, but it used to be manual. Do you have a little bit heavier than this?
এর চেয়ে মোটা আছে
I saw some before.
You can check there.
The uncoded.
You can check that there's the paper, all the papers they were there.
Oh, got paper here. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
1170 না?
Yeah. The.
1170
You know what?
Same,
If,
same.
you know, if you only have this, I'll use this.
ছিল থেকে একবার
All right. What's this?
হ্যাঁ লিখে রাখতে লাগবে ওখানে আর হচ্ছে কাগজ
This one okay? This one?
I might just use this. It's a little heavy.
Yeah, okay.
You know
Take
what?
that one.
You know what? I'm going to use the plain paper. Yes, this is all. Let me use this. Can we cut this down to 11 by 17 on this?
এটা কাটেন 11 এটা কি 17 এটা কত সাইজ কত?
I'll cut it. I'll make it 11 by 17.
Okay.
Let me move this up. I don't want to.
Put there that side. Yeah. আচ্ছা ও 11 17 তে কাটবে।
If we don't have 11 by 17, I'll
ওরা কাটতে দেন, ওরা কাটতে দেন।
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. I'll cut this down. Okay.
এই একটা মেশিন এই একটা মেশিন
Okay.
পিছনে আসো তো আপনি আসে দেখা বলে যখন পিছনে ওই দিকে আছে ঠিক আছে ওকে যেমন এই যে এখানে লেখা আছে
This will work.
আচ্ছা এখন দেখা যাবে না আপনি আসলে হ্যাঁ আপনি আসলে দেখা যাবে না আসলে
I'll just turn this off and just make sure nobody's hurt. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, let's put this, I'm just gonna rest this here for right now because we're gonna make. So what I was saying is, to perform that back-to-back alignment, there's the manual way and then there's a semi-automatic. I'm showing you the semi-automatic, which is faster. Without that, you see all of these settings in here? These are correcting for positioning. There's a lot of control. Here we can adjust for skew, but nobody does this manually anymore. We can, right? And all of that. So these are the different controls. But what we use is this method here to use the scanner. We're gonna use the copier scanner. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make the guide sheet. Oops. Now put my guide sheet. So I'm just gonna tell it it's a little bit heavier. Just telling it. Oops. Okay. Just making. Come on. So it's making. Or maybe they fixed it. I don't know. Let's see.
You are asking this sheet?
This one.
No, this one, yeah. Okay.
This. Do you remember this?
No,
From
we
what
didn't
they-
say that.
Oh, then what did Reg use to show you to do registration? Does it look familiar? Were you here
No.
when Reg was here?
এরকম ছিল একটা দেখাইছে
Oh, so
okay,
maybe
I
it
didn't see
got
that. Yeah.
thrown out. But this, right, is what we're going to use. We place it here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to output the guide. Sorry. So what we're doing is, it's going to reprint that, but what we're going to do now, it's printing off this sheet on the stock, on whatever stock you want to register, and then we're going to actually align it with these tabs, and it's going to scan it. So what it's doing is it's scanning the position, the way it currently is, it calculates what the correction is, and then it applies the adjustment to the paper catalog.
Automatically, right?
Yes,
It will does
yes. This is the easier way of doing it. That other screen I showed you with all those measurements, without this, it's not impossible, but it's time consuming.
Okay.
It's like 15 to 20, and especially when you start doing long sheet, where you have to measure and adjust, it could take 20 minutes.
Oh.
This is why
It's
this
snowing.
sheet, it's
Oh,
snowing?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Finally.
I thought it was supposed to be 15 degrees today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow's supposed to be like 18. This is why people are getting sick.
This winter don't want to go, you know.
It's crazy. It's like,
This is Canada.
even yesterday, I think they said it was supposed to be 11. Then I looked outside and last night it was cold. That's why people are laughing at me. Why are you wearing a winter coat? I'm like, have you been here? Have you been to Canada? You know? So this now, we know that it's off. What we need to do, we know that it's off, right? It's not horrific, but you know what? We want to get it as tight as possible.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as this. As you saw, this was really
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But what we do now is I suspect that this might have been registered too light early. So now, this is what we're doing. We are using this. You don't want to lose this, but it's not the end of the world. If you have 11 by 17, a card stock, you can just recreate it, right? So now what I'm doing is I am going to take this and align this, right? It looks painful, but you know what? It's only once, right? You only have to set it up and register this once, right? So I'm just trying to line that. Great. Close this down. Start scanning. Now we're looking for position number 2, the yellow. Okay. And it tells you if you forget what's going on. Okay. The registration, what I'm gonna show you next, calibration and the imposition and layout, to me is the most important thing to get started. The other stuff, it's not gravy, but if you wanna be functional out of the gate, these are the most important things. And the good thing is, you guys are not, you don't have like 80 types of paper. You've got maybe like 10.
Yeah.
So normally what I do when I go into my customers is, first thing we do after we've gone through the basics of the machine is we're like, you know what? Let's get what we call the paper catalog set up. Make sure it's set up. Registered envelopes, whatever it is, at least get that set up and saved. Make sure you know how to do calibration, like color calibration. And then we can do the other stuff after. And now number 4, red. All right? My God, that smell. Unbelievable.
I would have gone
And then it starts getting. So the adjustment is complete. So what it has done with that, if we go in and look at this, come in here. It's actually applied these values, correction. So it's a shortcut. It's actually